Hello, welcome back. How are you all doing today? Today, as I said last episode, we're not going to go down here. That's for a much later video. Instead, we're going to go in to explore a completely different area. Hooray! Hello, Andre down there, working hard. Working man. Oh look, we've got 50. We've got exactly enough souls, minus 15. Good luck. We're going to put it both into a file. My English. I've just recorded, like, the last episode was about an hour long. I don't know how much I'm going to cut out. A lot of running, but talking to yourself while playing Dark Souls does screw the brain a little bit. Anyway, HP. Yeah, let's get up a little bit. Our HP's been really lacking this run because I tend to try and play without health. I tend to try and play as fast and furious as I can. I find it a lot more fun than just tanking everything. Unlike my Dark Souls 2 playthrough when I just ran heavy weapons for everything. But anyway, let's say hello to Andre. I don't need anything forged. I just want to learn the gesture. Because I haven't this entire run. I don't know how to say hurrah. But now we do. So we can change, let's change point up. Let's change that to hurrah. Hello, Andre. Let's say something to you. Well, what is it, exactly? So, please do not put your hammer in my crotch. Oh my god, that was horrifying. Don't do that. Weird man. Anyway, I think this is the fastest way to get to the place I'm going. And no, it's not the place you think I'm going. It's the other place you think I'm going. So, welcome to Dark Souls, episode 59,000 or whatever. We're not I'm being very, very loose with my terms, but we're not going to go through that door. Instead, we're going to go to that lake. If that, or the video title didn't actually... Why am I even being secretive? The video title for this video is probably going to tell you exactly where I'm going. Oh, but again, just to remind all of you, this is my favourite area in, like, all of Dark Souls ever. Just... Oh my god. Ocarina of Time, Lost Woods, Fire, Forest Temple. Oh, it just gives me really good vibes. You know, also the Lost Woods from Link to the Past. They're not even called the Lost Woods, are they? They're probably called, like, the Dark Woods or something, but... Whatever it is, this area just makes me so happy. Something about all the foliage and the living plants and gives me a bit of a weird Alice in Wonderland-y feeling kind of thing to it. I don't know why, but it's just, every time I come here, I just enjoy it. And there's no music. Just the ambience of the chirps and the weird ghosts, because we're finally, for some reason, only just now playing online. I don't know why. Little things like this. Look, there's just like a little plant that someone decided to place here. A couple of little flowers and... I don't know, I just always like these overgrown areas, even if the video quality for looking at the sky is going to be atrocious, because as you all know, compression doesn't like anything, and I've gone the wrong way already. I was rambling and I've forgotten where I was going. Forgive me, I do that. At this point you probably realise how often I do that, but yeah, I just really love this area. And, I guess we've already been through that section, so I don't need to talk about it too much. What we do need to talk about is trying to remember how we get to where we are going. Oh yeah, lighting, of course. Directing the player where to go. If you were just walking through here, like I did, you'd completely ignore it. Nope. This is where we're going, and again, it's where I went my favourite previous run, and again, we've already been here, but not where we're going. Areas aren't linear in this game, remember? Every area has like another 3 or 4 paths coming off of it. Again, really cool design. But we're going to take a different path today. Instead of going down into the depths and going to, bloody hell, what's it called? The Drake Manor? What the fuck is Drake Manor? Is that like from Rayman or something? No, we're going to go to... they're going to go to the old Lake Hylia of this game. Except it's Lake Hylia with this visual appeal, so it's extra cool. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the Lake Hylia music from Twilight Princess. Best Lake Hylia theme I may show. Where instead we're going to go to the... Is it called the Darkroot Basin? I believe we're already in the Darkroot Basin. I don't know if the actual map name changes when we get there, but... So, previously we just went down there, I believe. Instead, we're going to go off this fork. Praise the sun. Yeah, you know what? Let's hurrah. Hurrah for the sun. Yeah, let's get pumped up. Let's go. As the screen anti-aliasing breaks for a second or something. Anyway. Big old pit. Actually, can you hear that in the distance? Do you hear that noise? It's not Crystal Boy here. But the fact that there is a Crystal Boy might tell you that there's something in the distance worth worrying about, because the last time we fought a Crystal Boy, it was related to Seath. And guess what? Seath's been busy. Potentially. I actually don't think the Seath's related to this boss at all. I believe the reason that these are here is because of what we will see in about 15 minutes, I'd say. I'll have a chat of that later. But anyway, we need to kill these dudes so we can have a bit of movement. As you can see, the guardian of this area is... not happy we've come to say hello. He's Yeah, he's using water gun or something at us, and we're fire type, so naturally it does a lot of damage. Cool fact though, it's a physical attack, so you can block it with a shield, like it was a sword attack or something. You just have to make sure to face it head on, and he will kill all the enemies for you. I completely forgot about that. You just have to make sure you're facing it, like this. Are we using the Chloranthy ring? No, we're using this. That's not useful at all. I hope I'm blocking. No, we're not. Okay. Chloranthy ring it is, so we can have a bit of regen, and we're going to go and fight the Hydra. Isn't that cool? Dark Souls has a Hydra in it. Well, there's another one, but you're not going to find that. You're not going to find the other Hydra. Oh shit, we actually need to do that area. I completely forgot. That's something we can do in a future episode. Potentially we could have done it already, but I actually forgot. Here's a big plus of the fact that we're playing in 1080p. We can actually see the ledge there. There's a ledge in the water. You can't see that ledge on, like, the Xbox version, so a lot of people fight this boss and just get stuck in the water and they drown, which is very annoying. Fortunately, though, we've got a big old scythe. And, as you know, Hydras are super weak to, Razor Leaf. The downside to this boss, we're fighting it late enough that we can one-shot all of its heads. If you fight it super early game, like when you find him, it's quite tricky. At this point, it's really just a case of blocking his attacks, trying to get at least an attack onto his head. So I think he has, like, 7 or 8. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 7 heads. Or something along those lines. It's just a case of hoping when he does that lunge attack that one lands near you. Actually, I think it's a preset location where they go. I wish there was a little bit of epic music going on, but then again, I don't think I do. I'm quite a big fan of how it's just, you're just here fighting a Hydra. There's nothing epic going on. What's epic is that you're fighting a bloody Hydra. They don't need music to tell you that. Let's just slice a couple. It's a bit like we're just trimming it a little bit. You know, we're not brutally murdering it and taking apart its head. We're cutting a few of the Essex heads. Essex. The Essex heads from up north. But yeah, not the trickiest boss fight in the world. The other one, the secret Hydra, is considerably harder. This one, though, not really. You just kind of have to be a bit patient and run at his heads and hope you hit them, and we didn't. You also have to play kind of close to him. You're never going to hit him. He's never going to do this attack if you're standing a mile away. Oh, bloody hell. He's in the wall. That's not okay. And I don't think he really moves much, this one. He just kind of stays in one spot and tries to hide his head in the wall because he knows that we can't attack him through what you bastard. You know what we can do? We can try and lure him to the left, maybe. Yeah, let's get his other head. Oh. And by his other head, I don't mean that other head. I mean literally his other, like, head. I guess we could stand a mile away and shoot it with a bow or something. Oh, hello. Yeah, just put it next to me. That's way nicer than putting it in a wall. Thank you. Where's the last one? There you are. Just shoot us with your... No, not that. Shoot your head, my dude. Go on. Very pretty boss as well. I quite like the design of this Hydra. Hydras in video games can be quite varied. The ones in the handheld Zelda games have always been really, really cool because they're done with like little 16-bit pixel art or 8-bit pixel arts. Maybe 16-bit. I'm actually not sure what the Game Boy Color was. Because it's not really 8-bit, is it? It uses a wider color space than 8-bit. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it is 8-bit. I should know what I'm talking about, but I don't. But you can also see the cool water effects. For 2011, this isn't too shabby. Like, this was the same era that Fallout New Vegas came out, the same era Skyrim came out, I think. The same era Skyward Sword came out, I believe. So, for a game made by, well, not Nintendo, very pretty. Bloody hell. I don't want to go any closer because I can fall in and then we'd have to refight the boss. I think his heads do stay dead between fights, but I could be wrong and I'm not willing to test it. He's just going to shoot his head a couple of times with this. He's just a pain. We can just shoot him with a bow, though. Oh, we should have been doing that all along. I forgot you can actually shoot the body. I guess if you had, like, bad sword skill, you can just shoot the body over and over, but defeating the heads makes it so much easier. We get a dragon scale, and we get a cool ring, cool bit of lore on it. The Dusk Crown Ring grants extra sorcery castings, but halves HP. It was granted to Princess of Oolacile Dusk upon her birth, and it allows its wearers to cast more sorceries for half HP. Basically, this is this thing you use if you're a sorcerer slash mage slash whatever. You see I've only got 1 power within. I'd have 2 with this, but I'd have half health. It repeats in Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 2. In Dark Souls 3, you don't have magic uses, you have like a magic meter, and I think it like makes it so you use half as much magic from each attack. Anyway. We defeated a cool boss. I don't think we've actually gone back and gotten the ring that we needed here. It's not going to be that much of an issue, but there is a ring that lets you run faster through this water, and I forgot to get it. So yeah, as that message implies, we've just defeated this boss, and we've opened up this wonderfully beautiful area. And as a result, we're going to go and say hello to an enemy that I don't think has actually spawned in yet. I think you have to exit and rejoin or something, but let's just come around the corner here for a sec. Oh, oh. Yeah, he's not here yet. So let me just quickly rejoin. Give me a sec. Here we go. You see, we've joined back in, and there's an enemy here all of a sudden. And we're going to go and say hello. You'll see, he has a nice orange colour. What other golem in this game had a bright orange colour? That's right. It's a golem with an NPC inside of it. So, Seath back there, he's been having some dealings, and for some reason, well, you can actually see on his back there, his crystal. His crystal actually has a person in it who just popped out. So, not the hardest enemy, but there's a young man or lady.
So,
it's a lady.
Thou who rescued me.
I did rescue with you.
Gracious.
She's got quite a way of speaking, and her mouth doesn't move, and her eyes...
Oolacile. I cometh from an
My eyes are up here, young lady.
I cannot stay here.
Oh, apparently she's from the past. That's pretty cool.
Before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing.
You may ask me
My
one thing.
Home, Oolacile, is the home
Oh god, I
of
just looked up her
ancient
skirt.
sorceries. My hope is to
Oh,
pass
that's
this
very
profound
rude.
knowledge to thee.
You have no trousers
With
on.
thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee?
You're pleased. Well, we're happy to be your friend. You've got a very nice way of speaking, and I will skip all of your dialogue as you... Well, goodbye, anyway. So, we can't do this bit yet, I just forgot. We have to go back, and then we have to go and do something else. So, that's fine, we've got the Homeward Bone on us. Yeah, there we go. Oh, also, because now we're playing online, you can see this cool mechanic. Anyone who dies to Seath due to cursing, I think just cursing in general, gets crystallized. You can see these are all players from who, like today or quite recently, have just died to this boss, and you can see that where they were dying, and you can just kill them. Really cool. Hello, friend. How are you doing, by the way?
So you have received a revelation. Very auspicious. I hope for the best.
Thank you.
I pray that through you,
she likes the big booby lady as well, so she's going to do everything she wants. We're not into that. We're much more into, you know, normal-sized people that don't tell us to go and kill people for no particular reason. So yeah, we're not a big fan of Lady Up in the Castle over there. Yeah. God, I love Anne Orlando. It's so pretty. I like to just look here sometimes and get my head leveled up on the sun because it makes you look cool. Anyway, on with that. We're going to go run to the Duke's after. Ask guys. I'm sorry, my English, it's very bad, even though I've always lived in England, and I'm very English. We're going to just run up to the archives in a second, to the bonfire that I thought you went to, but apparently not. Okay, no worries. Were we just reflecting a green light onto him with our Calanthe ring? That's pretty cool. Hello, welcome back to Seath's Duke's archives. We're here to see an enemy which we fought before, and we're like, hey, why aren't you dropping the weapon and item that I thought you were going to? Not weapon, just item. And instead he was just sitting here chiseling his weirdly chiseled crystal arse. There we go, broken pendant, that's what we wanted. This unlocks the area we were just in, so time to run all the way back. Hooray! Oh, before we do that though, let's have a quick little stop off here at Firelink Shrine. We haven't met this guy in a little while, have we? Hello.
Oh, you again?
Why do you sound so...
I've become separated from my lady.
Like that?
I've scoured near and far.
Have you? Have you, though, scoured far? Are you sure you don't know where she's gone? Why are you blaming yourself?
Oh, I'm sorry. Sometime.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we don't really need any of his shit. I don't really want to use any of his shit anyway. What I could use is the homeward thing, but I'm not gonna waste a slot on teleporting back. But if you need, like, heal and shit, it's not bad, it's an alright miracle. But, yeah, we're gonna leave him just for now. I'm gonna double check something. Hello, spooky skeleton. Give me a second. Is there anyone here to speak to? Oh, what is this? What are you? You shouldn't... Why is there 7 humanity and a pendant on the floor? What's the pendant? A simple pendant with no effect. Even so, pleasant journeys. Pleasant memories are crucial to survival on arduous... Oh! Oh! Oh no! Oh, okay, so, the young lady who we met down in the catacombs so many episodes ago, with those two men, her actual bodyguards, she's meant to be here, and you're meant to be able to, like, buy equipment from her and shit, and, I think, yeah, so, one more second, one second. Hello, I just went up top to where the NPC is meant to spawn, and, she was not there. There was, like, a bunch of humanity on the floor. I'm seeing your mace. It's, a lot of blood on it for someone who's just been standing here, still, doing nothing but look at the beautifully crafted 2011 ivy everywhere. What's up with that?
Are you sure? Then, milady, what terrifying news. What am I to do? All because of my shortcomings. It is my
Why is it your fault? You didn't go down to the catacombs. You just stood here. This didn't sound very realistic.
Oh, I'm distracted by grief. Pay me no mind.
Is that all you have to say to me?
Oh.
Okay, so we're just going to where is the Actually, I've got a great idea. We're going to leave him here, and we're going to come back and meet him in like 3 episodes for atonement. My favourite kind of thing. But anyway, we'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you in a little bit, my friend. Have fun. Whoa, hello. Fucking love the scythe. Even though sometimes it just likes to go through their legs. Anyway, what should be here is a summon somewhere around here. I thought there was meant to be a summon marker. Maybe I have to do something else to get it to appear. I thought... Do you see something in the corner? What on earth could that be? Like a weird blob of something? Like a piece of blue tack or some belly button lint or what is that? Looks a bit like... Well, it's a cloud of purple smoke. Is it... What on earth is this? What could this possibly be? Oh, it's a 2D texture. That's it. That's what we came here for. We came here for a 2D texture that moves with the camera. Isn't this like the Nintendo 64? It's fantastic. Oh, let's press A. Oh god, yeah, this game was made in Japan, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, that's... Well... Welcome to Oolacile, or Sanctuary Garden. We'll call it Oolacile in a second when that appears on the screen. Instead I should say, welcome to the Dark Souls DLC. Hooray! This is the only DLC for the game, and it has this wonderful area in it. It's amazing. It was released way after the actual game came out, but it's if you enjoy Dark Souls, buy the DLC for the love of God. The DLC is just... It's really, really cool. We're going to have a bunch of really cool boss fights, a bunch of really cool areas, cool aesthetics, and it's all based on my favourite area in the game, so it's cool. And we're also about to fight a boss, which in my first time through, I don't know how many times I've played this game through, I've only ever done the DLC once. Don't know why, I just only have, and I've really loved it. I killed this boss on my first try, in my first run, and then later found out it's meant to be very difficult. So, you know how that normally goes. Let's give it a go. Have I got all the equipment I need? Let's think for a second, actually. This is going to be quite tricky, I expect, so we're going to want a bit of defense. Can we roll like this? We can't, that's dangerous. Havel's gauntlets, we don't need. Elite Knight gauntlets, maybe? No, I want to keep the Chloranthy ring on, and the Grass Crest shields. Nah, that's not good enough. Get rid of the Thief Mask, maybe? No? Okay, give me a sec, we'll figure this out eventually. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to never get hit, ever. There we go, now we can dodge and sidestep and everything. Okay. Let's go fight the Sanctuary Guardian, who is really cool. Look at that! Look at him! Look at that! It's like a fucking, like, scorpion tiger thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. How did I beat this on my first go in my first run? Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. You should stop that immediately. You're being very mean. Maybe he... How could you possibly fight this? How the fuck did I beat this on my first go? How did I do that? How do you... What? Oh, a wonderful arse as it runs away. I don't know how I did this. I honestly don't know. I don't... I think it's just beginner's luck some of the bosses in Dark Souls have. To my knowledge, this boss is considered quite difficult. So, yeah. Maybe my first run I had like Elite Knight armor on and stuff, I think so. Yeah, I think I had Elite Knight armor and an Uchi Katana, so I had some quite fast weapons and stuff. What we're actually going to do is... try and... What are you doing? That's not okay. I don't know you could do that. It's a really cool boss fight, by the way. Maybe we went to get closer to it? I think it did that for us. At least we've got a normal shield on now, so we can try and learn its moves. He's got a rear attack. I think that's our moment to attack. There we go. So we've at least got some traction there. We know a move we can attack him on and deal quite a bit of damage to. I think this fast-paced combo we should just try and run away from, and it's like a 4-5 hit combo. He's going to do that combo again. That's like a 2 hit combo. Okay. We're learning. And then the pounce. We want him to do that wing attack where he kind of shoots water in front of him. Oh, that one's also pretty good. He stands for a second there. That's the second to heal, I think. That's... what the fuck? Oh yeah, he's got wings. I guess he can fly. And that's the attack we wanted. So now we go in and attack. Okay, we're learning. We're learning how to fight this boss. I'm starting to see it as slightly more reasonable how I managed to fight him the first go. I think I just got lucky with his moveset, and he did, like, dodgeable attack. I guess we just didn't get hit there. Can we also cut off his tail, maybe? Oh god, his tail takes shitloads of damage. Maybe I was attacking his tail the first time. What creature is he meant to be, by the way? Half scorpion, half goat, half lion, half something. Oh god, he's taking a lot of bleed damage. Okay, maybe this... Once you work out the boss and take him quite carefully and think about it, it gets a little bit easier. I think it's a big deal having an actual shield so we can block physical attacks. What is that? Okay, it's a Dark Souls attack. And then we just hit his tail. He's not going to tail swipe us, is he? He tail swiped us. On 1 HP. So, do you want to... Yeah, I don't know what that move is. Don't do that. That was a really cool move. I like that. What an awesome boss. Like, we just need to hit him once, though. So, there we go. Sanctuary Guardian down. Second go. First go was a bit of a piss take, but you know what I mean. We gave it a proper go. We sat and learned what he was doing. And we are poisoned, but... we should have shitloads of moss, I think. Where am I looking? This one? There we go. I could run all the way to the bonfire, but I'm pretty lazy. And also, like, that's a great intro to this area. This DLC is very difficult. Very, very, very difficult. There are 3 main boss fights. There's a couple. There's loads of boss fights. I guess the 4 main boss fights, even. They're all incredibly difficult. They're all really well made. Because the DLC was made after the game became popular. They put so much work into it. So, all the shortcomings in, like, Lost Izalith being a little bit undermade and all that stuff. Completely just made back 1,000 times by this amazing area. Just, oh my god. There's a little tooty owl. Also, in my first run, I accidentally killed the major NPC, as you do. So I kind of didn't meet any of the NPCs, because if you kill her, the other Desians of the area don't want to talk to you. So let's try not killing them this time, so I can actually play through the game. So there'll be some new stuff for me. It'll be exciting. So we've got all these cool little, like, stone people everywhere. We're in this nice little... We're in the Lost Woods, basically. We just picked up the Master Sword, and we're going to go and speak to, Hello? Who are you? Are you a friend?
Well, look at this one.
I've never seen this.
Thy scent is very human indeed.
You don't have a nose. Oh, she likes us!
Princess Dusk's savior. Thine aura is precisely as she described.
Oh, you're a lovely lady. Mushroom lady.
Her Highness, but Princess Dusk is here no longer.
Oh, where did she go?
Snatched away by that horrifying primeval.
Oh, is that the pygmy?
So I must ask.
I actually don't know. I haven't seen this NPC before.
Play the savior.
Sure. I like your voice actor.
Thank you.
She's like an old lady.
I am Elizabeth.
Oh yes, Elizabeth the Mushroom. I was aware this NPC existed, but I've never actually met her.
Princess Dusk. I shall
The godmother, eh?
to my utmost.
for I am one with the sorceress.
Ooh, so this DLC is cool because magic actually has a use, and there's a bunch of all the magic that people use is in what was I going to say? All the stuff in PvP that people use on magic builds is from the DLC.
To swallow the whole of Oolacile.
Lord, Knight
Artorias
Artorias.
thought this,
He's so cool, isn't he?
but such a hero has nary a murmur of dark. Without doubt, he will be swallowed by the abyss.
Oh no, not Artorias. He's so cool though.
Indeed, the abyss may be unstoppable.
Yeah, the abyss is pretty shitty.
I have faith that Princess Dusk may be rescued yet.
Wonderful.
Thou shalt see an abyss.
Okay, yeah, I get it. What can we buy from you? Repair powder. I don't know if that's useful. You can buy, I guess, infinite supplies of gold pine resin. Useful. Oolacile sorceries. These are really cool. So this area is like 1,000 years in the past or something, like a really long time ago. So all this stuff is like old tech, ancient sorcery. Turns the right hand invisible. It's for PvP basically. It makes it so people can't see what weapon you're using. Hidden body, basically an invisibility watch. Really cool. Cast light. This is what we needed in the catacombs, because it just makes it so there's a giant light above your head. I don't think we need it now, though, for anything, but I guess I'll buy it. It's kind of cheap. Chameleon, it turns you into, like, pottery. It's pretty cool. It's a separate stealth spell. Mostly, this stuff's for PvP. This area was made for cool PvP stuff. Yes. So, Elizabeth the Mushroom, lovely, a thing. I don't want to say young lady because I might offend it. But we also can't... can we warp? I don't want to try. I don't know if you're allowed to come out of the DLC. I thought you were stuck in the DLC until you finish it, but I could be wrong. I've never actually tried exiting it because I've always... In my one run, I've always enjoyed it thoroughly. And there's loads of these cool little sound effects. Because it's all brand new. Everything made was because the game was popular and they'd sunk loads of time and money into it. So there's so much new stuff. And then the stuff we're about to come up to... New old stuff, but the best kind of new old stuff. So this area is actually exactly where we were before, but in the past. So we're in Darkroot Basin. I don't know what it's called in the game. Royal Wood. So Darkroot baiting and all that, Darkroot Woods and all that, used to be this area. With these cool, like, farmer people and stuff. Completely new enemies, as you can see. I remember I was complaining that the Demon's Ruins just had copy and paste mini-bosses. This area has, like, so many cool new enemies and... Oh, it's just so cool. But the best part is, you're seeing my favourite part about the game, how it used to be, so I get to experience it new, but old. It's so cool, and the aesthetic is like a nice sunset in the evening, like a dusk. I guess it's meant to be dusk, because the character was called Dusk, but yeah. I actually don't remember where to go, either. I think there's like a mini little, like a tower we're meant to run to in the middle, that has a shortcut in it. These enemies don't have a lot of health, but these do. These are those giant stone warriors that we saw in the forest, but older, I think. I guess it's the same. Or similar, at least. Or, I don't know, like a predecessor. We need to level up our Estus Flask as well. I've noticed now we've got our vitality up. It's actually not healing very much. How much damage do we do to these boys? Oh, God, not very much at all. They have way more health than I was expecting. So I think a big part about this DLC is everything is low health, but does a shitload of damage. Relatively, like this boy up here obviously has shitloads of health, but it's mostly defense. I think his health is actually quite low. He just has really good armor on. So a lot of this stuff is, you hit them, they die, they hit you, you die. So you have to do a lot of dodging and you have to be fast, and it's very well made. But I need to remember where to go, so I'll be running away from them for a little bit, just to do a bit of exploration. Because I honestly do not remember. I think we have to... Here. Oh, I guess this is telling us where to go, maybe. So yeah, that's one section we're going to visit later, but not quite yet. This is the tower I was thinking of. There's a shortcut in it we haven't unlocked yet, I think, unless we can just go down it. No, we haven't unlocked it yet. What does going up top here do? Is it a death trap? This might be a death trap, actually, yeah. Guardian gauntlets. So I think you get the armor of those giant stone people as you explore the area, which is pretty cool. But yeah, we're going to have to try and fight them from a bit of a height, which can be tricky, as it is Dark Souls, and it's, you know... Oh god, he has way too much HP, doesn't he? And he's got a 2-hit. I knew that was a 2-hit attack. I played this game. Or a 3-hit, even. If they're slow and don't immediately, like, wiggle their animation, you know it's going to be, like, a continued animation, and... He doesn't know what he's doing, does he? Okay, let's just swing him a few more times. You were trying to bait me out, weren't you? Amazing. But anyway, yeah, you can collect their armor. It's pretty cool. So, Guardian Gauntlets. Yeah, Guardians are the Stone Knights. The These are stone knights. They are golems that are animated by magic, and their enchanted gauntlets are oppressively heavy. How heavy are they? They weigh twice as much as the gauntlets of Favour. They weigh slightly less than Havel's gauntlets, which are literally made out of stone. So that's pretty interesting. I think these are what's making that sound. This is like ancient Oolacile magic, are these cool little lights, which has been lost to the ages and all that shit. So that's pretty cool. I think we have to do the long way around before we can actually get that shortcut, and then that lets us go and fight the upcoming boss over and over and over and over again until we get sad and give up eventually, and then play it every single day for a week and eventually beat him. So that's totally not going to happen in this series. I'm not going to have to fight that boss 50 times in a row because I'm not bad anymore. I promise. Let's also put our bow back on so we can start. What was that? Ooh. I don't like that. There's like a big ooh in the distance occasionally. I don't know what that is. If it's like Manus or something. Yeah, let's just bait them out one at a time. So you come up here, run up to me. You'll work out your pathing eventually. And when he comes up, we run down here and fight his friend. There you go. I planned this out loosely in my head. Because you don't want to fight stuff at the same time. That's a death trap. You just want to get anything that's like wants to attack you, you want to kill. And saying that, I've just pulled like 80 enemies on top of me, so hopefully I don't die. I have died in this area a shitload, and an absolute shitload at that. So we're going to have to be quite careful. They're not all the same. They use different farming weapons, I guess they're meant to be. You know what I think they are? I think they're all animated by farmers and shit to like defend the crops or something. Not entirely sure what that is, but like it looks like they just kind of built them out of the trees and then animated them as defenders. Which is quite cool, because it means they don't have to use enemies. In the actual game, all the enemies you see are basically zombified residents of the old world. The world isn't zombified yet. Totally, I think. Maybe it is. But, actually, it will have been totally zombified. But there are definitely, like, living people around. More so than normal. And as a result, I guess there's just not hollows everywhere. Instead, all the enemies are, well, man-made. What's that? Oh, I was about to heal there. That would not have been a good place, would it? We're at least learning their movesets quite nicely here. And we can just beat on him a little bit. Our weapon's not going to do any more damage than this, though. We're going to have to go to... after we beat all the DLC and stuff, we can get a... something that lets us level up our thing up to plus 15, but that's not going to be for a while. We're going to have to be used to a plus 10 scythe for now, which is not that bad. Guardian leggings. So if you're a heavy character, you want to run a really heavy build, the Guardian set's meant to be pretty solid. But there's so much to explore. We need to find like a bonfire. I want to get that shortcut opened up before we do anything else. Hello, who are you? Do you want to... I don't know if you can parry them. I think he just got knocked off my shield. So it's a 2-hit with the one attack. Can I parry you? I don't know if you can parry him, actually. I feel like you must be able to. I just don't know how. No, I think he's just getting knocked off my shield. It probably is possible to parry them, but just not possible to riposte them. Meaning you can parry them, but you can't do the attack afterwards that does loads of crit damage. Can't go down there yet. I say yet, because there's an area like that we can go down later, but not right now. That's not the bridge we were just at, was it? We've just done a full circle. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure that's the bridge that we just walked in here from. Is this sign gonna tell us that I'm an idiot? Is it going to say you've just walked around the edge? Be wary of golems. So yeah, I think we've already been through here. I am very lost. Maybe... Oh god, they're all in the trees, aren't they? I don't want to have to fight all of them because I will probably die eventually. So we got the shortcut there. It says here. That sign said here. So there must be like a way around the right here or something, right? No? I thought there's like a little walk down we can do somewhere. But I must be wrong. We could drop down on that bridge but die from fall damage. I don't think that's a good idea. Behind here any loot? No loot? Okay. No, we're learning. We need to get onto the other side of that bridge. Or that ledge even. So let's try and figure out how to get over there. We tried walking around the edge and it didn't really work. But I'm going to do it again because I don't know what's good for me. So let's have a look. We managed to go down... We managed to get down into an area, but then we just climbed back up. There's a stone bridge down there I think we're meant to be on. So this time let's aim to go down that way. Yeah, here we go. We haven't been this way. We went left last time, I think. So here we go. Here's the stone bridge we're meant to be on. And we can go and talk to the NPC now? Or in a... Oh, fucking hell. Hello. Hello? Can I help you? I didn't remember that happening. Okay. So, that was a big dragon. That was an actual, like, a dragon. Like, Dark Souls dragons are... They're pretty scary. They're made out of stone, and they're not really living, and they're not really found in the game at all. So that was a dragon. Pretty... Don't you dare! I'm not going down there with you. I don't care about, like... Oh, actually, I guess I'm going to go down here with you. Oh, welcome to the Abyss. This is the Abyss. Don't go in there. That's not good. You can see how it's all abyssy and stuff. Yeah. I think the word's abyssal, but you can see how it's, like, spreading onto the land and corrupting it. So I think the future land is, not doing terrifically, but it's at least not covered in that weird black goo. Try jumping. I think you can jump over that. Oh, God, don't shears me. Don't do that. Look at him. He's got his little scissors out and giving us a haircut. With our blood. What's he got on his back, actually? He's got a shovel, he's got some sticks, some pikes. I think it is, yeah, it's just like a tree that someone animated and made into their attacker. If I remember the shortcuts on the right over there, I need to remember how to get over there. So, is there, like, loot up here? There's always loot. If you do a bit of exploration in this game, you'll find more loot. And I've just... Yep, looking for loot. I've just gotten to 2 enemies to follow me that I didn't really want to fight. So, that's terrific. We don't want to be there right now, or do we? I actually have no idea. I think we just came from there, so... Yeah, here we go. Let's walk towards the Colosseum. What are you? Are you just a chair or something? I don't know what that is. It's like a tree that's being destroyed by the Abyss or something. Here we go. So, let's die to you, first of all. Let's not die to you. Oh, God, he's got like 2 health. We really need like a slightly better scythe, but we can't. This is the most damage we're probably going to do right now, and we're going to have to kind of get used to it. I don't know if the scythe actually has tipping on it, as in, like, you do more damage. Oh, look, he's cutting the grass! Is anyone running at me right now? Look at that, they're really cool. They're tending to the forest. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. Wait, I'm going to zoom in on them so you can actually have a proper look. Look at that. Just the game has so much work put into it. Like, so many games would just make this, like, a linear, like, rail shooter, basically. And you just run through the area, get it done, and then that's it. Instead, you can explore the absolute shit out of it. And it's fun as a result. So here's the... I think this is the shortcut. Step on this. And we step on this. Not this, sorry. We go under this little passage, and here we are. Wait, this isn't where I wanted to be. This isn't right. Oh, maybe this is the shortcut. What are you going to say? Humanity ahead, be wary of fall. Shortcut. Oh, here's the shortcut. There we go. Here we go. We haven't opened the shortcut? What's up with that? Maybe we have to, like, complete something to open that shortcut. I don't know. That's probably want to come out from. Okay, so we're in the right area. That's the boss. I don't want to fight him right now because that boss killed me like 50 times in my first run, and I want to find, like, the shortcut in the bonfire and have a bit of a think first. You can explore around a little bit. There's Oolacile. This is Darkroot Basin down below. There used to be a giant city here. Clearly in the present there isn't, but in the past there is some architecture. There's some architecture there, alright. I thought we were meant to meet an NPC, like a salesman NPC? What are you going to say? Imminent Night. Yeah, you're right. Where is he? Maybe we meet him... Is that him? That's him. Hello. How are you doing, friend? Neat humanity. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this cool dude. Look at him. He's got his cheeky grin on. He's like, hello.
Let me guess. Snatched by a shadowy limb and dragged off to the past.
What the fuck? I don't remember you telling me that.
Yes, of course.
I think I might have killed him when we first ran.
Exactly what happened to me. We are both strangers in this strange
We are strangers,
land.
yeah. Okay, so I guess you're not.
At least now there are 2 of us.
God, he's got a really good voice actor, doesn't he? Purchase. So we can buy, like, moss and shit from him and arrows. Basically just, he's the salesman of the DLC. I actually think you might not be able to leave the DLC. I'm not sure. I'm not going to check because I want to stay here. But should you need any of this stuff, you can buy it from him. Throwing knives, fire bombs are quite useful to have, actually. Homeward Bones, we could have bought them from him, I guess. Humanity, for some reason, he's selling for 10k. Obviously, it's not worth that. It just is for some reason in this world, so, you know. Might buy a couple of fire bombs. I've got none on me, so I'll just pick up, like, 10. They're useful to have on hand. A couple of throwing knives. I don't need any throwing knives. I think we're good. We're good on everything else. So, could pick up some green blossoms, I guess. Nah, we'll be fine. You know what? We'll be totally fine, don't worry.
So long.
Bye, friend. Is this... maybe the shortcut's up here, perhaps? Is this the shortcut? There's so many shortcuts. This area is just shortcut central. I think this is the one I was thinking of, though. Here we go. This is where we... yeah, here we go. So... that's not the closest bonfire, is it? Oh my god. So... yeah. So the bonfire back there was the closest bonfire, which I'm going to go rest at now. And we're going to go and prepare. We're going to prepare for the upcoming boss fight. Which is going to take me a long time. Quite a long time indeed. So... we are a little while off leveling up. And I do want to actually level up. So give me a few seconds. Shove some levels into Vitality. There we go. So now we can actually take a couple more hits. And we need to think carefully about what we're going to be running. So... the best part about this boss fight is trying to dodge all of his shit. You can use his... there's like a couple of shields. There's like a great shield you can run to just dank through all the attacks, and it's kind of boring. So we're not going to do that. We're going to try and play dodgy, which means we don't want to get hit, but we're going to run this like light setup. Not going to have the bow on us. We don't need it. We don't need any of this shit. We can just get rid of all of that in case we need fast healing. Keep that up. We're going to want to pump... how much humanity? We're going to want to have a couple of bits of humanity, so we're going to use some of that now. We're going to level up this bonfire, and we're going to properly prepare. Because this boss will be difficult. Regardless of how prepared you think you are, I think having like 15 humanity will be... well, 15 humanity, having 15 Estus will be very helpful, so... there we go. And we're going to want to kindle the bonfire twice. Get ourselves up to plus 15 Estus there. Especially useful because our flask is only like plus 2 or something. It's not... I think plus 5 is the max. You can get more Estus by killing bonfire keepers and stuff. I'm not going to do that right yet, anyway. This is probably the best time to actually go and do that, to be honest. But anyway, plus 15, there we go. We'll keep the humanity on just because it's a spare heal. How many buffs do we have? I think we only have like 1 gold pine resin. Could be an issue. We're going to try it without buffs for the first run. We're going to run Grasscrest Shield and Chloranthy Rings. So we can just... because we don't have super high endurance, having high endurance regen will be useful. And we'll just be trying to dive around two-handed. I think that's the plan. So, quickly repair all our shit, make sure it does full damage. Not that it wouldn't be. It has to be broken to do less damage, I think. But just use up all of our souls. And I guess I'll just run back to the boss then. I'll meet you there. The run back to this boss, by the way, is incredibly long, which is one of the most frustrating things. Like, the boss is incredibly difficult, but the run back takes... like, it's like a good 2-minute run each time. So if you have to fight him 40 times, that's 80 minutes you've just spent running to the boss, not actually fighting him. So yeah, I'll meet you there to have to cut this all out. Okay, so we're here. We're at the boss door. This boss is very, very difficult. I don't think I'm going to beat him my first try. I don't even know if I'll be able to even beat him today. That's how difficult he is, even though I've got all these hours and, you know, he's hard. He's a hard boss. I'm going to try my best to beat him today. I don't have the best weapon. The first time I fought him and it took me like 50 tries, I had like a plus 15 scythe, which does 50% more damage, and I still died loads of times. But we're about to meet like the coolest boss in the game. Prepare yourself, friendos, who haven't actually seen this boss yet. It's... oh my, it's going to be so cool. Listen to the music as well. Welcome to the coolest boss fight in the entire Dark Souls series, maybe? Personal taste, I think this is the coolest boss fight. So who we're fighting right now is Artorias of the Abyss. Knight Artorias right now, I guess. He's not actually at his full strength, and he just one-shot us while I was drinking. So, I guess I'll run all the way back to the boss fight and continue explaining Knight Artorias. Knight Artorias, so... this is a horribly weakened Knight Artorias, who is covered by the Abyss, and all weak, and his arm's broken, and he's holding his two-handed sword in his wrong hand, one-handing it. and he is still, like, one of the hardest bosses in the series. So isn't that cool? Cool bit of lore. So, if he were in his full strength, like, two-handing his sword, didn't have broken legs, and wasn't consumed by some almighty evil, it would be absolutely horrifying to fight or face. And, I think he was the... oh god, what were the knight? He was one of the Knights of Gwyn. They were the ones that, like, killed all the dragons, and he just killed me again. Yeah. So, him and his friends, including Ornstein, who we met before, they were all the guys that killed the dragons, like, thousands of years ago, or something like that. Knight of the Abyss, all that shit, he's cool. Got cool music. We have to wait for him to do that attack, then we hit him once, and we just do this for, like, 20 minutes, and hope we don't die. It's really cool boss fight, though. Fuck. I need to learn his moveset again. I think that's one of the issues. Like, he's got a really strong moveset. Everything he does. And I need to learn when I can heal. Because right now, I have no idea. I think that's a healer. Dodge. I think that pike attack is a healer. What are you doing there? What are you doing? Okay, that's a good attack. We like that. So yeah, we just need to learn. He has loads and loads of health, so you have to just take it carefully. Once you realise... this is a trick to Dark Souls. Once you realise one time you can do any attacks... that's how you beat the boss. You just play incredibly patiently, and you only attack him in that one place. You don't try and go for stupid hits when, like, you don't know the move is safe. You try and learn the moveset as well, so... we're going to try and do that this life. Carefully learn the moveset. We shouldn't have done that. When he does that cool swing attack, it's sometimes a multi-combo, and if we're swinging, we might die. So I think that one's fine when he does, like, a spin attack. He's going to do he's going to run at us with his spear out or something? He's going to jump? Oh, that's pretty cool. So now we can do it like a two-handed or something, get a couple of swings in. No, not at all. Wasn't a good idea necessarily. I just healed. I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. What are you doing? What is that? What the... oh, I guess he's like super powerful now. I think that's... okay, right. So he just buffed himself and made himself stronger. That's just what we needed. Like, the harder boss fight. I think it's actually possible to, fucking hell. To hurt him a lot when he's doing that, like, yell. If I remember correctly. That's when you run in and do a bit of damage. There's no time to heal. Healing does not exist. There is no god. Is that a multi-swing? No? Do a... yeah, that one's fine. We might want to use Power Within next time we come in so we can do a bit more damage, because we're going to be taking loads of damage. Being able to deal more to him in the time before we heal is probably quite handy. So, yeah, give him a couple more swings. He's one of those bosses where once you get the pattern going, it's not too tricky, and then suddenly you'll take all your health and die. Like, you can die at any moment. Just like that. We felt like we had a pretty good thing going. You see, we got like a third of his health down, seemed like it was going pretty well, and then he just like two-shots you with his bloody great sword of the abyss or whatever. Really, really cool boss. I love it. Like, even though it's so incredibly difficult. For me, anyway. I'm not like a Dark Souls speedrun pro who can kill him in like 2 swings. I find it a difficult boss. Most people who play through this game will find him the most difficult boss in the game. Probably. Like, it's normally this or Ornstein and Smo. Ornstein and Smo in your first run are incredibly hard because it's a duo boss that are quite hard. And at that point in the game, you haven't got enough experience to know how to deal with it. Artorias, however, is a boss that even if you've played through the game a bunch of times, you'll still find difficult. Like, he does have patterns that are learnable. He's just got, like 20 or something. Or he's got, like, 10, 20 different attacks. So it's not just like he's got 3 attacks and you can bait one out over and over again and get easy picks on him. He has, like, at any moment, he can just randomly pick from, like, 3 or 4 different attacks. So that ends up prolonging the battle. You end up getting frustrated because he's not doing the attack you want him to do. And you die due to your own frustrations. And that's the kind of boss it is. There's not too much bullshit on this boss. A lot of it is just, he's very fast. You don't want to ever take damage from him. You just have to be fast and good at what you're doing. So, I'm going to keep the shield out, because I think it has protected me a little bit. We're going to... stop breathing on me. Can we roll with this catalyst on? We can't. So every time... Jesus Christ. I just used it. That's not it. No. I don't... not Power Within. That's not it. I wanted to use the Pyromancy Flame. There we go. So, Power Within. Let's give it a go. We're going to start dying very fast, though. Relatively. Maybe not relatively, considering it's Artorias, and we'll die anyway, but we'll give it a go. This is one of those bosses you can feel free to lock on to, however. Don't worry about it. Like, you can lock on across, like, the whole arena. Multi-swing? No? We're going to wait for him to do that, like, attack we can actually hit him on. Is that a multi-swing? Nope. How much do we do? 150, 152. Keep that number in your heads. I don't know how much of a buff we actually get, if it's a plus 50% or a plus 20% buff or what. But we can try and get a couple of swings in here and there. Yep, come on, do it again. We want to find out when he's about to buff himself and then attack him a bunch, doing that with two-handers. Is that it? That's it. And now we back away. We only managed to get one hit off there, but it's good. If we stayed in there, we would have taken loads of damage. Wasn't a good time to heal, maybe, but... If he can just keep doing this jump attack, I'll be pretty pleased, actually. The jump attack's pretty easy to dodge. So maybe we should try and stay away from him like this. Try and back off. I think I find him a lot more... It's a lot easier to fight him if I stand up far back, I think. Because if he jumps or does a dash attack, he's pretty easy to read, isn't he? So do your jump, yep. Dodge. Hit him once with a two-hander. And I forgot to put up my shield. That was my bad. Yeah, yell at me. Do it. I dare you. I shouldn't have swung that. Or maybe I should have. Oh, I need to heal. But you need to do an attack that I can heal off of. That's not it. That's it. Oh my god, it does so much damage. You see how it's really doable, though? You can get him down to like half health or third health. And it's just a case of... You get down to a certain point where you need to heal. And there's just no point to heal, and you get frustrated. I'm going to keep trying this over and over again. We will get him. We will get Knight Artorias. Also, hello, Elizabeth. Yeah, you can run away. Yeah, run away. I'll hit you twice then. Just skip the start of the fight, that's alright. I'm just gonna hit you over and over again with my scythe. Which apparently you can hit me with. Maybe I should be diving right there. I haven't even tried diving right at all this fight. Right seems pretty alright. Don't do that. That's like actually disgusting. I'll get banned off YouTube. The old swing. Okay, come on. I'm liking the right-handed swings. Alright, I'm just gonna drink a nice Estus while you walk around there, meander. Okay, maybe I should have been dodging right this entire time. Yeah. Well, yeah, you do your scream, I'll just heal. I've got 13 of these anyway. I probably could have gotten a couple of hits in there, but I'm not fussed. Again, go on again, do it. Oh my god, this entire time I've been dodging into his sword, haven't I? Oh, the things you learn. Come on. I've never found a boss more doable than you, Artorias. You should just give up at this point. If I had a plus 15 scythe, you'd have died like 100 times ago. Easiest boss of my life. Never, ever had difficulty with Knight Artorias in my life, actually. So, moral of the story, guys. Don't dodge to the left, like 8 times in a row, and you'll be fine. Instead, dodge to the right, and he'll miss every single attack. I wish I'd tried that sooner. Well, that was interesting. Only took me like an hour to kill one boss, so, you know. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.